Guardians of the Galaxy Vol.3 is finally here, and it both acts as a conclusion for the series and also a conclusion for James Gunn as he moves on to greener pastures at DC. That's great because we need someone to hold Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson accountable for his super destructive ego. But that's besides the point. Today we are here to talk about Guardians of the Galaxy 3 and whether or not it makes my nerdy heart happy. Just a disclaimer, there will be spoilers for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 moving forward, so I'm gonna just make you aware of that. If this is a movie you were expecting to set up the next generation of the MCU, or set up the building blocks for Secret Wars or whatever, this isn't that movie. This film puts all its focus on looking back, as well as wrapping up the story that we've seen progress throughout the 3 Guardians movies. With that in mind, I think it does this excellently. If this truly is the Guardians' last outing, I would accept it because this is just like really well done. Rocket especially, his story is just tragic and terrifying in every way possible. You know what? I'm not going to put a spoiler warning on this because there's no way for me to describe this stuff to you without doing it justice, because honestly, it's just worth discovering for yourself. Now, I must say, if you are sensitive to like animal cruelty and violence and stuff of that manner, this might not be the cup of tea for you, but honestly, like, it is really well done and really well executed, and it's tragic, like, in a good way. It's good filmmaking, even though it is super sad. Rocket is the most focused on here, and he's definitely the standout of the movie, so if you love Rocket, this film will definitely satisfy you. And honestly, if you hate him, which I don't know who does, this might make you like him just a little bit better. With the villain being the cause of Rocket's suffering and backstory in this film, does he actually serve as a compelling antagonist? While he doesn't have a ton of depth, I think he works as a villain. Now, sometimes I do like a villain where you can kind of sympathize with them, kind of understand where they're at, but sometimes I just want a legitimate villain, like an actual evil person who the heroes have to overcome. And this is exactly what that is. A villain that is just pure evil and that you love to hate. The High Evolutionary works well as this. Now, the reason I'm talking so much about the characters is that this franchise has always been character-centric. So if you were to strip that away and just only have like the special effects and the plot and none of the interesting characters that we've known to love, this would be a much weaker movie. So it is the characters and their chemistry that really ties this whole trilogy together and is really the heart of this trilogy. But if I were to talk about only the plot, this still is a pretty good adventure for the Guardians team. The first half of the story revolves around the team needing to save Rocket, but the second half kind of devolves into like them just needing to stop the villain. It is very straightforward, but it is very effective. Overall, the only negative criticism I would give this film is the inclusion of Adam Warlock. While I do think he was characterized well here, he doesn't really serve an actual purpose in the movie other than to be like the inciting incident. The music here is still great, the tone manages to balance stuff between dread and comedy and it works really well, and the VFX are pretty good relative to what Marvel movies have been recently. When reviewers say that this is the best movie since Endgame, I didn't really believe them because I was like, oh, there's no way it can top No Way Home. And also, I just didn't believe that we would ever get any good Marvel movies anymore. But when reviewers do say that this is the best movie since Endgame, I do believe them on this. Like, I can back that up. No Way Home is a little bit close, but I think that that movie had a ton of baggage and fan service and cocaine all pumped into that movie. And it just, a lot of the reviews can be skewed and biased. So yes, this is the best MCU movie in a very long time. And I'm going to be giving Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 an 8.5 out of 10. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. If you want to see more videos like this, there's a playlist in the description. And if you want to see my previous video, that is on the left. Subscribe on the right to stay notified when I do upload again. Like I said, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.